No, sweet babies. Jeez, this is a lot of chickpeas. Hello. Thank you for the follow. That's very cool. Judge Judy Slayer. No, sweet babies. So I am making, in addition to the stream title, I'm also making some roasted chickpeas. Tossing this in a little bit of olive oil. No, sweet babies. Crack some pepper. Am I nearly out of the peppercorns? I need a bigger pepper mill. Yep. Thought that I was low. Trying to time this a little bit better, because the oven's nearly preheated. Whoop. Try not to have just whole roasted black peppercorns in this garbanzo bean. I mean, these are soaked garbanzo beans. It's not a big deal if I were to. Hello, Seth, by the way. But I mean, it wouldn't exactly be tasty. I forgot about that. Shoot. Yeah, that was when I was doing XCOM. Thank you. Thank you for the cheer or bits or whatever those are. They're not bits. Points. Channel point redeeming. Thank you for that. That's very cool of you. And yes, beans named Cephalok. I'm sure it'll be tasty. Just spread these around in this salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic mixture. This is plenty Plenty, plenty, plenty. All right. Wonderful. Right on time. Boom. It's like I planned this and I didn't. I can promise you I didn't. So these babies are gonna go into this oven pretty much while I prep. So, like it says on the title, I'm going to be making a mushroom vegan style curry. And the reason is actually because of a good friend, Jane, longtime supporter of just me in general, but also my streaming endeavors. So I'm going to be making a onion, carrot, and mushroom curry, although heavy on the mushrooms because I like mushrooms, and also because these mushrooms are tasty. And they're full of protein, which is primarily where I was getting at. Take 2 of these carrots. Yeah, that should be good. Yes, sweet babies. How can I help you? Oh, you terrors. You absolute machines. Machines of food. Just gonna start putting everything in these giant ass Zwilling bags. Vacuum seal bags. I don't know, genuinely, if these do everything that they need to, but, you know, it's kind of the magic. Let's use this carrot now. Kind of the magic of cooking gadgets. And by magic, I mean kind of the appeal. No, sweet babies. We'll see. I mean, worst case, then I have a giant plastic bag of easily to dispose of carrot. Best case, these last longer. All right. Okay. Mushroom, carrot. Let's cut up the mushrooms first because I need to reduce these. J. Kenji Lopez, who's an actual cook, made mention of the fact that you don't need to actually wash these too much. Most supermarket mushrooms are cleaned well enough, and you can just kind of brush off, which is my excuse to not. Partially because I don't want to, and partially because I'm pretty sure he's smarter than me, so. Well, he's a better cook than me. Him having a restaurant and all. And for once, in honor of one of my friends who always asks me, I'm going to be using a significantly smaller knife. Some of that squeaky mushroom. Not as squeaky as my guineas, who you might be able to hear in the background. Probably not, though, because as it turns out, the mic that I'm using is ridiculous noise cancellation. The point where you probably can't hear the squeak of the mushrooms being cut. God, you can just hear them running around. All excitable, like. You're well within your rights to call me a nerd, but this has honestly been what I've been looking forward to pretty much the most all day. And I say this knowing full well that I have a D&D game later tonight, and I have some friends who are really excited to play D&D. And I am. But I still just really love cooking. This bit's a bit too thick, so I'm going to cut you in half. Okay. So Japanese style curries are actually usually more on the sweet than than spicy. There's not necessarily my preference, but it's also what I've got. So what I'm gonna do is cook these in a saute pan. My big ol' 5-quart saute pan. And to give it some robust flavor, I'm going to cook it with olive oil, and not just because I have plenty of olive oil that I haven't been using. Wait a minute or so for that to heat up. Don't need it super hot. while I wait for that to heat up, I'm going to remove these, which I purchased today from Ross because I have no, not because I have poor impulse control, but I do need peelers. Get that peeler and that baby. I probably will not use this Julienne peeler very much. I say, but I mean I should. It's probably pretty useful, and I'm really bad at cutting Julienne. But the reason that I wouldn't use it is because I need to practice. It's like a double-edged sword. Or a double-edged peeler. Yes, I heard it too. Okay, should be plenty hot enough. Time to toss these mushrooms down. Hopefully, this is enough mushrooms. And I say hopefully this is enough mushrooms because seriously, these cook down a lot. Toss another small layer of olive oil over the top. And then importantly, salt, which will help bring out a little bit more of the moisture that's naturally in them. And then again, because this is anodized non-stick, I'm going to just toss these around while these cook. Lower the heat because this is still somehow really hot, despite being on 2. Take this from somebody who had to learn it the hard way. You can always add more oil, but you can't really take it away. So I just add it slowly so as to avoid ending up with a greasy dish. I'll definitely still need more oil than this, but I think it helps. I'm gonna peel these carrots after I wash them. Wash these in the sink. Repurpose this bowl. I watched a video this morning on Michelin star prep for your onions. I did not realize how meticulous they were with onion prep, which I thought was pretty cool. But I can also understand professionally how that would suck. You'd be like, cut the onions. What do you want from me? But you know, here we are. I'm cooking at home after my day job. And those guys are doing it professionally. Paid a lot more than me. But that's okay. Seriously, these cook down like crazy. Oh, green onion. That's what I meant. I should cut that one up first. Now you can hear the sweet babies. Hear them clamor. They call. Cutting this green pepper in half. I actually learned that most Japanese children don't like bell pepper. It's the same way they look at broccoli, or kids in the West look at broccoli, which I found super interesting. Not interesting. Weird. Not weird. I guess somewhere between those. I'm just talking out loud. And I only learned that because of Inside Out. It's a decent amount of them still left. Try. Just toss as many of these vegetables in progressively. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Ooh, ooh, that smells really good. Close. Not quite yet, but close. Keep an eye on the time. Put these back in here. Okay. Can I put on some organ music, sing in broken Italian like a Looney Tunes character? I would prefer not to, but that is a thing. I don't know. This is not really an Italian dish, so I really wouldn't do that. And I'm not about to get out here and try and sing in broken Japanese. So pass, but thank you for thinking of me. Perhaps at a time where I do cook an Italian dish, I will revisit that idea. Sing an anime song. I don't know any anime songs. Singing the Pokemon theme song sounds like a bad idea, but as I sat here silently racking my brain, that is the only anime song that I could think of. So what's funny is despite this knife being probably a little bit sharper, or perhaps it's not sharper and that's why I'm having difficulty, um, cutting smaller stuff with this smaller knife is not much easier, to the point where I think genuinely considering using Big Knife again. But I'm also pretty much done with everything that I have to cut, so not much of a point. I also shouldn't have talked about the Pokemon song because now it's all I can think about. Pokemon. I meant to throw this out. Damn it. It really is a small wonder what a little bit of salt and pepper can do. Alright. So, the curry block. Curry-Roo, in this case, is medium hot in intensity. You can find these at pretty much any grocery store. 2 1/4 cups for this pack. So I'm going to do that. Going off of their recommendations. Two. Quarter cups of water. Soften up these vegetables. Now I'm going to add the water. Bring this all up to a boil. Shouldn't take long. This is going to make it basically create its own little broth. All the stir-fried goodness. You can actually do this with other broth. Sweet babies, please. Okay. So those have actually been in the oven for 10 minutes. These look nice and roasted. Just about done enough. At this rate, they'll probably be done right around the time everything else is done. I had just a pinch. Oh dear. Well, that didn't close all the way. I had a pinch of granulated garlic, a little bit more, just for flavor. We're going to take a quick break to go say hi to the sweet babies and give them carrot scraps, which are not the healthiest thing that you can give to a guinea pig. But it's okay. Sweet babies here. Go on. Steer you. Alright. That's fine. They don't want to come out. Just keep cooking. Alright, there's the simmer that I want. Let me turn this down, because this shit will steam up anyways. Cover so that we don't use too much water. Alright, now, don't know what to do with this carrot. Put it there, I guess. Where was I? Oh, right. It's actually super easy to make your own cauliflower rice, but I didn't. So I'm just going to cook this Pardon me. And a skillet over low heat. Because it's flash frozen, it will kind of help steam and do all that on its own. Just trying to break up these larger pieces. If you're like me, and using a non-stick skillet, you don't even need oil, which is best, because if you oil it, then it's just another addition of oil. Not inherently a bad thing unless you're trying to really watch your fat intake, and even then cooking oil, unless you're like drinking it, it's not a bad thing. Contrary to many, many, many years of health science. Not inherently a bad thing does not mean is a good thing, though. Breaking this up. Just breaking it up. Now, if you're not like me and not trying to watch your carbohydrate intake, you can definitely just put this over white rice. Japanese curry is actually really good, typically over white rice, because it needs something to kind of adhere and mellow out the natural kind of sweet and salty that is Japanese curry. But I mean, you can do whatever, really. Already starting to soften. In a non-stick pan like this, if you kind of crowd it like this, you're going to steam the cooking or whatever is in the pan, which is kind of what I want this to do anyways, to steam. So that's fine. Don't crowd it for pretty much anything else, though. Although in a non-stick pan, you're not really going to be trying to Maillard brown or get a whole lot of color on anything. Oh god, that smells good. I'm going to add just a little bit more of this granulated garlic because it smells crazy good. What I also could have done was would have been to press some garlic or mince it when I was sauteing the vegetables earlier. I didn't do that because I forgot about it. Okay. Let me turn the heat off on this because this is pretty much steamed. This is soft. probably going to turn the heat back on again in a bit. All right, we can give that a few minutes. Let's check on roasted chickpeas. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Getting there. Not there yet. Holy shit. That tastes good. With any luck, those will actually probably be done right around the time this all's done. Which leaves me time to clean. Clean I shall. I'm going to let the sit for just another couple minutes. Then I'm going to break that curry block up, put it into the dish. Yeah, I probably need to sharpen this paring utility knife. I don't think it was very sharp. Give it just another couple minutes. Toss these into the trash. Are there other things people would want to see me cook? I'm a little curious. I'm not cooking anything ridiculously unhealthy. I gave you carrots already, sweet babies. A triple layer cake. That would work poorly on my diet. The one dish with liquid nitrogen. Oh god, liquid nitrogen. So liquid nitrogen cooking falls under molecular gastronomy, and I have this passive-aggressive urge against molecular gastronomy. Mostly because I think it's gimmicky and dumb. Food's food, why complicate it? But I'm no molecular gastronomist, so take up obviously that with a grain of salt. The one that has ice cream put in it, but the ice cream is insulated, so when you put the dish. Oh, baked Alaska, which I don't think you actually bake. Something dangerous to make with lots of flames. Your concern for my well-being is noted. Curry block. Curry roux is actually what this is. I really like it. Break this up into pieces, scatter it throughout the bowl. That way nothing is left underseasoned. Dissolve the curry block in this. There it is. There's the curry block. Needing to mix with the rest of this water and slowly dissolve. Yep, this is looking good. Mixing this throughout. That way I don't miss anything. It's already got the right thickness and consistency. Just slowly working this together. Oh man, that's super good. And I'm fluffing this cauliflower rice. If you've never had Japanese curry, this is not the worst place to start. It's kind of like if you've never had ramen, instant ramen. Packs are not the worst place to start. Cup noodles, not really ramen. Someday I will go to the market and pick up some spices to make my own curry roux. But if this is all you have access to, this should not discourage you from trying it because it's super good. Super easy to make. I'm already looking forward to putting this together. Put the lid on this, that way more steam doesn't end up evaporating while I move this over here to the finishing station. I'm going to use this big old bowl to put my warm cauliflower rice in. This is a lemony garlic cauliflower rice. You can use regular cauliflower rice. Use whatever you want, or regular rice, doesn't matter. Follow your heart. Mostly because it's not the star of this cook application. The star is this nice mix of sauteed vegetables, Without further ado, oh yeah, super good. I hear popping, which makes me think that these guys want out, which is fair. Probably need a little bit longer. That's okay, because I'm busy with this curry. I cannot overstate just how good this is. It's super simple. Nothing I did fancy today. Make pancakes and charge points to make you flip the pancakes in the pan. Maybe sometime if I feel like wasting pancakes. Sure. Mm. Seriously, this is so good. Vegetable. No meat today. So, you know. This Monday. What a time to be alive. 4,000 to make me play Angry Birds while I'm cooking. People still play Angry Birds? I'm not even opposed to that idea. I'm just confused. I don't know this for certain, but I've been told that Pepsi and Coke have a different sugar content. So that'd be pretty well. Nice and roasty, boys. While they're hot, I'm gonna apply another sprinkling of that garlic, red pepper, and salt mixture. And actually, probably be best if I toss these in a bowl, a heat-proof bowl, because these just came out the oven. Which is finally an excuse to use one of my glass mixing bowls, which I needed because, fuck. The tiniest glass mixing bowl is actually the same dish that I use to cook my pies in. Alright. Well, tossy toss. Oh yeah, that's good. Alright. The risk of just standing here and eating. Thanks for coming by. Have a good day and evening.